everybody. First, I'd like to apologize for the people in the outside world who think it's okay to mow while I'm making a YouTube video. But despite them, I'm gonna make the video anyway, because, I might as well. Secondly, I wanted to apologize for being a little bit absent for a pretty long time. It's been, I don't even know how long it's been. But I've been having exams, and I'm really surprised I have time to film this video at all today. But I decided just to make a quick little video that I can upload while I'm doing my work. Just 2 more days of school left for me, which is really cool. But yeah, as you can see by the title, today I'm doing the 20 questions about music tag. I actually did this a really long time ago on another channel I used to have, but I don't use that channel anymore, and my music taste has changed since then, so I thought might as well do it again. Also, the person stopped mowing, which is really cool, but you might occasionally hear a dog barking in the background. You never know. He hasn't actually stopped. Whatever. Alright, question 1. Which bands or what artist do you own the most albums by? I believe it would be Panic at the Disco, and let me get my Panic at the Disco albums. So as you can see, I own all 5 of their albums. Voila. And if you don't know what all 5 of their albums are, this is their first one. My case is actually broken for this one, which is kind of sad, but this is their first one. And then actually I forget the order. I believe Pretty Odd came out after that. Then Vices and Virtues. Then you've got Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. And lastly, Death of a Bachelor. Question number 2. What was the last song that you listened to? Oh, that's a hard one. I think it was Tidal Waves by All Time Low. That's the last song I remember hearing. Question 3. What's in your CD player right now? Funny story. My CD player is actually broken, so there's nothing in my CD player. I have, let me show you how many CDs I have. This is how many CDs I have, and my CD player is broken. And also, my computer disc reader is also broken, so I can't really listen to my CDs at the moment, but I can use my TV, DVD player to listen to them. So there's nothing in my CD player. Long answer to a short question. Question 4. What was the last show or concert you attended? That's a hard one. I think the last live concert that I attended, music concert stuff, was the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, actually. It was really cool, by the way. If you haven't seen them, you should totally consider going seeing them, because it's an amazing show. Question number 5. What's the greatest show you've ever been to? This is a tough one, because every single concert I've ever been to has been so amazing. But I think my top one that I've been to is probably the All Time Low Future Hearts tour that I went to see. It was so good. It was just all of the bands that were there, All Time Low, and then all the other bands that were there were so good. Even though I didn't even listen to 2 of them very much, it was just amazing, and they put on such a good show. And it wasn't just music, they actually talked to the crowd. It was so good. What's the worst show you've ever been to, or the worst concert? Okay, I've loved every single concert I've gone to, but I think my least favorite concert that I've ever been to would probably be the Ghost Town concert that I went to a while back. I think it was last year. But I went to see Ghost Town with one of my friends. It was in this small little club, and I really loved their part, but my problem was they had about 5 opening acts, and they were all so long, and I didn't know any of them, and none of them had the same style as Ghost Town, which was kind of annoying, and it was also really hot in there. But I loved Ghost Town's part. I just didn't really like any of the opening acts, so that kind of made it not as fun. Question number 7. What's the most musically involved you've ever been? I don't really know how to answer this question because I don't really know what it's asking. Musically involved. I'm very involved in music. I am an instrumentalist. I'm a percussionist, and I'm also a violinist. So, yeah, I'm very musically involved. I'm in marching band, concert bands, orchestra, all that stuff. I also am almost always listening to some sort of music. I'm actually not right now, which is kind of weird for me. Sorry I keep playing with my hair. I'm just like looking at it. It looks really bad. Sorry, I had to go close my blinds real quick. But I mean, I don't really know how to answer this question. I've always been really musically involved in all aspects, I guess. Number 8. What show are you looking forward to? I mean, I don't really have any shows that I'm gonna be going to anytime soon. I really, really want to go to see, Blink-182 and All Time Low and A Day to Remember and, what's the last band? I forget the last band that's touring with them, but I really want to go to that show. I don't even remember when it is, but I really want to go see that. There is no question number 9, so question number 10. What is your favorite band shirt that you own? My favorite band shirt that I own is probably, I have one from the Pierce the Veil Sleeping with Sirens World Tour, or not World Tour. Yeah, World Tour. I have that. It's like a baseball cut. So the sleeves go to about here, and they're really loose sleeves. And then it's white all around here, and then black here with a big picture of Pierce the Veil. And I really like that shirt. That's probably one of my favorites. 11. What musician would you like to hang out with for a day? I think I would like to hang out with Callan Quinn from Sleeping with Sirens, because I really, really want to meet him and his kids. His kids are so adorable, and also his wife is so pretty and she seems so nice, and I really want to meet all of them because they all look really cool. Who is one musician or group you wish would make a comeback? I would say Blink-182, but they already did. So, honestly, I'm not really sure who I'd want to make a comeback. There's all of the artists that I really, really like are still making music, so I'm not really sure how to answer this question. Question 13. Yeah, 13. Who is one band or artist you've never seen live but always wanted to? I really want to see 21 Pilots live because I feel like Tyler and Josh would just put on like the greatest show, and I've heard that their shows are so good, and plus they're from Ohio and I'm from Ohio, so I feel like it would be even cooler because, you know, they're from here and everything. I feel like hometown shows are always some of the best shows. Question 14. Name 4 or more flawless albums. Give me a second. Alright, so I believe I've chosen 6. 6 of my favorite albums. So, this is my first one. It's Pierce the Veil, and it's Collide with the Sky. All of these albums I chose because there's not one song on there that I don't like. So this is the first one, Collide with the Sky by Pierce the Veil. A Fever You Can't Sweat Out from Panic at the Disco. Of Mice and Men, Restoring Force. I have the full circle version, so it has a couple bonus tracks on it, but they're both really good, so it still works. Blurry Face from 21 Pilots, Don't Panic from All Time Low, and Death of a Bachelor from Panic at the Disco. How many music-related videos or DVDs do you own? The only music-related DVD that I have is actually the One Direction tour movie thing that they put out a long time ago. I've watched it once, and that was back when I listened to One Direction more. You know, some of their music is still okay, but I'm not a fan of them anymore. How many concerts or shows have you been to total? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4. Yeah, 4. Who have you seen the most live? Well, I mean, everyone I've seen live I've only seen once, so I don't really have an answer to this question. What is your favorite movie soundtrack? I love the Harry Potter movies soundtrack. All of the music is either really relaxing or really dramatic, which is really cool. Yeah, that's probably my favorite. What was your last musical phase, quote unquote, before you wisened up? My last musical phase was probably like the One Direction-y kind of phase. That was back when I was like 12 or 13. And then when I was around 14, I think I discovered this kind of music, and it's definitely my favorite music ever. Alright, last question. What is your guilty pleasure that you hate to admit to liking? Guilty pleasure music. I don't really have any music that I like that I hate to admit that I like. Although, the one thing that not a lot of people know about me is I really love classical music. It's not a guilty pleasure, it is a guilty pleasure, but I'm not guilty about saying that I like it. I just really like classical music. I think it's really interesting how it's made and everything, and I've also been playing it for a really long time. But yeah, I really love classical music. Alright, that is the end of this tag. I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.